You visit a friend's place where your friend proudly shows you his exotic pet collection. What should you do?
If it's an endangered animal, maybe I will advise them to maybe give it up.
Right. Would you report your friend if you know they know that it's illegal? Sorry.
3, 2, 1.
In Singapore, pet ownership increased significantly during the pandemic. But are we truly treating our animals right? And how significant are our pets according to our faiths? I'm Shaza, and this is A Matter of Taste. Welcome back to A Matter of Taste. Today I'm here with Zuriaty, Vincent and Khidir, and we are talking about pets and their significance. Right, okay, so we have a dog in the house. So I wanted to begin by asking Khidir, could you give us a 101 on petting dogs for Muslims?
Sure.
Where can we touch and where can we not touch?
Sure. So for Muslims, basically we can touch the back or the fur of the dogs at the back here, and also we can touch their ears and their paws as well. But if let's say we actually touch their mouth, hit their saliva, or even their behind part area, okay? So because actually that's where the excrement actually goes out, then it is important for us to do the cleansing ritual afterwards. Okay. So it's quite straightforward. It's just that we need to debunk this particular stereotype that it is definitely not sinful to touch a dog. It's just that there's an additional measure that we need to abide to, which is to cleanse ourselves afterwards. Yeah.
Vincent, let's say this is your dog.
Yeah.
How would you pet your dog?
My dog sits with me like this.
So cute.
And I will just...
Oh, okay.
Very much like a cat.
And he loves it when I tickle his ears.
Oh.
He will like totally like...
So cute.
Every morning he does this.
Oh, does he like belly rubs?
He like very rubs. So when dogs are very comfortable with you, right, then they'll turn on their belly.
Cats also.
Cats as well, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
So just like rub. Every time after he's finished with his rubbing, he'll just tidy up himself by shaking. Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
Does dog often licks their owners or people around?
It depends.
Why do they lick?
Some of my friends' dogs, they actually lick. They are big lickers. They like to lick people's hands.
Okay.
Mine not so much.
It's a personality thing.
Personality
also.
thing,
But
yeah.
is there an indication? Is it because they're hungry, thirsty, or they
No,
just
they're
like
just
the
friendly.
person?
They want the attention.
Or just friendly.
Just friendly.
Okay,
Just like the
okay,
person.
I see.
Okay.
That's cute.
Nice.
Is it okay for Muslims to touch a dog's belly?
The dog's belly, yeah, I think
belly
should be a
fine.
problem.
Okay,
Shouldn't be a problem.
okay.
It's just that the two major parts that I mentioned,
The mouth and
yeah.
the butt. Okay. This is a toy dog. Zuriaty, would you be comfortable if it was a real dog?
Yeah, of course.
would be comfortable?
Now I'll be more comfortable.
Because of your daughter?
Smaller ones, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big ones they can't be on my lap, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but
this size is okay.
this size is cute. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Khidir, for the Touching Dogs 101 for Muslims.
My utmost
Very
pleasure.
informative session.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to our game show segment called
What Should I Do?
How it's going to go is I'm going to read out a scenario and then you will write out what I should do in that sense.
Okay.
Then we'll reveal and then we'll discuss our answers. Can?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so scenario number 1. You all ready?
Okay.
Okay. You are at home with the windows open. A parrot suddenly flies in and perches on your chair. What should you do? 3, 2, 1, reveal. So Zuriaty says, call my daughter, panic mode on. Okay, so I think you're not a fan of birds.
Because parrots are big.
Right,
You
okay.
can imagine it. Yeah, so
Right, okay, that's
I'll be finding ways to try to show it out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. But your daughter would be equipped to...
I will just call her, what do I do now? What do I do? Here, come back now. You know, those.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I will do that.
Makes sense,
Yeah.
okay. So Vincent, you would approach carefully.
Yes, it
check
seems like I've written an
into
essay here, right?
Ah.
So I'll approach carefully, right? So that don't want to startle the bird or get yourself injured.
Okay.
Then I'll check it for injuries to see whether it's hungry,
Right.
whether it needs any sort of water or food or stuff like that. Then I'll post onto the Facebook Lost and Found group for pets.
Whoa, okay,
Because
okay.
parrots, people
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
as pets, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I have friends who have parrots lost before.
Right.
So I think they are all very anxious to see whose pet it is. So then after that, take care of it until the owner is found.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Is this a situation you have encountered before?
Not for birds, but I did something like this for a dog before.
Oh, for dog before. Okay, okay.
There was a dog lost in my neighborhood. I had to carry it and then find the owner for them.
You found the owner?
Yeah, we found the owner.
Nice,
Yeah,
okay.
it was also on the Facebook group.
Okay, okay. I didn't know they had the Lost and Found Facebook. That's really helpful.
Yes, it's very helpful. Very fast. The response comes actually very fast.
Ah, okay, okay. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay. Okay, Khidir, you would give it water and some crackers. Polly want a cracker?
Yeah,
Okay,
then
okay.
maybe just give it some water. Maybe if it's thirsty, give some food.
Right.
I don't know what do parrots eat. Maybe a cracker.
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds,
Then
okay.
help it out carefully lah.
Ah,
So
okay.
I think it's important for us to ensure that it goes out safely as well. So.
Right, okay. So these two are a bit more thoughtful and rational. For you, it's a bit, I understand because I react the same way. Panic mode. I'm a bit scared of birds though. Yeah. And parrots are big, like you
They're big and
mentioned.
they flaps, you know.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
wind goes all around the house. Yeah.
Okay.
So speaking of parrots, I would also like to inquire on your thoughts about birds as pets. Considering that they are meant to be flying animals, and
Okay.
when they are kept as pets, they're usually caged, right?
Okay.
So what do you all think of it?
For my personal opinion, I wouldn't want to keep a bird as a pet.
Right.
Yeah, because I think they belong to the wild. I mean, they belong to fly everywhere that they want to go. But just wanted to share, I think the Islamic principles of it is that it is definitely allowed, but it is also important for the owners as well to take into consideration the responsibilities and their duties to provide a proper home for them,
Right.
and to ensure that the birds are comfortable there.
On to the next question. Okay, so question number 2. This scenario is, you visit a friend's place where your friend proudly shows you his exotic pet collection. What should you do? 3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay, we go from Vincent now.
Okay, sorry for my long essay. Right, so I'll ask my friend whether they know how to take care of the pet well,
Okay.
right? Whether they have any challenges in terms of providing for the wellness of the pet,
Right.
If they have issues and they are struggling with it, then I'll give them icrus phone number. icrus is an organization in Singapore that looks after wildlife
Right.
that were not meant supposed to be pet in the first place.
Right.
So they do very interesting work to help people rehome exotic pets or stuff they found outside in the wild.
Right. Okay.
Then after that, we will, if it's my close friend, I will show them the Google information, Google the website saying that the native habitat of this animal is probably not Singapore.
Right.
Tell them that how much the animal is probably suffering in an environment like this, right? But I think most importantly, I probably will not judge them. I'll just accept for what they are doing, right? But discourage them from doing more in the future.
Right.
If we go against what this person is doing, probably he will abandon the animal, which is even worse situation for both the animal and the environment.
Yes. Okay, Khidir?
Okay, so I think I inputted here government approved.
Okay.
Because I think we need to be clear with even though it's our friend, we need to ask if it's government approved.
So you
And
would ask your friend if it's okay.
Yeah, correct. And then if let's say whatever the result is, whatever the answer that he or she gave, then need to advise them on the repercussions.
Right.
And then even though the government approves, I think we also need to advise them if it's the proper habitat for it to grow and so on. Then lastly, I told them other ways for them to actually take care of exotic animals.
Right. Okay, then Zuriaty?
Yeah, mine is not in order. It was just like just making sure that it's not venomous. Venomous.
So this
then-
is about your friend's safety also?
Yes, if they have children and all
Right.
that. If it's an endangered animal, maybe I will advise them to maybe give it up.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you know, I know of someone who had a star tortoise
Oh, okay.
many years ago. Yeah, and I think he smuggled it, chipmunk. Yeah, then I'll try to Google and say to deter them and say, so it's prohibited here if you get caught and all that.
Right.
Yeah, I think it works on some people.
Some people,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. But what if in the case that they know it's wrong and they're doing it anyway?
I think it's a chicken or egg story, right? If they know, but they're still doing it, if that's the best case they can take care of the animal, I think that it's better than leaving an animal in the wild.
But
Yes.
would you report your friend if you know they know that it's illegal and they're not doing anything about it. Sorry.
So my take on that would be that what situation would that lead to? Whether it will lead to the feeling of anger and enmity, or whether that will cause my friend to cause harm to the animal by throwing away, and I will judge the situation, right? If it's a situation whereby it's for his betterment of all the animals, for example, he has 100 box tortoises in his home, right? And it's getting hazardous for the animal itself, then I will probably go report it.
But I would definitely report if the animal is not well taken care of.
Yes.
Okay. This last scenario is about legal and approved pet. Okay, so the scenario is you have a neighbor who obviously loves his pets, but also obviously cannot take care of them properly. So what should you do? 3, 2, 1, review. Okay, so Zuriaty, you would speak to the neighbor to ask if they need help and what kind of help.
Because some people like to keep cats, and then the cats keep giving birth, breeding kids, and then because they didn't sterilize the cats, so then they can really have like 30, 40 cats in one house.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and then the house have a strong stench and all that. So what can we, whether she needs help to rehome the cat.
Okay, Vincent?
For me, I find out the motivation behind why this owner wants to hang on to this particular pet, right? Maybe it's because of companionship, maybe because of just pure love for the animal, right? And I think that slowly I can sort of convince this person that maybe letting go of the animal to a new owner could be a better way to love the animal than to hang on to it.
Okay.
So for my points, I would ask the owner if they are facing problems with the pets, and then suggest to give some away, or even if it's like a rare breed, for example, then maybe they can sell them to earn some profit. Then also I would want to observe the living conditions of the pets as well.
So all three of you, first approach would be to speak to the neighbor and try and find out more about the situation, right? Okay.
Yep.
It's a very compassionate approach. That's nice. Humanity. So sadly, we've come to the end of the show, but I just want to say a big thank you to Zuriaty, Vincent and Khidir for taking the time to be here today. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And this has been A Matter of Taste.
Khidir is one of the new era Ustads, very knowledgeable, very young, very well spoken. They speak very well and they are able to share knowledge that is more modern, more progressive.
Yeah, Zuriaty is very interesting. I think she is at the stage whereby her children are thinking of pursuing a veterinary course. I think I'll come to that stage one day, right? She has showed me how she negotiates with her daughter on the courses to take, and really forward planning and thinking for her children when they are at this certain age that they are at.
Vincent is a really good guy. He's a nice chap, and he's very knowledgeable. And he definitely managed to share with myself and also the others on the reincarnation of animals, and also things that actually incorporates in the Buddhist beliefs.